Elon Musk sold around $8.4 billion worth of his shares in Tesla this week as he seeks to line up the money to buy Twitter, according to filings with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. But the billionaire claims he won't sell any more Tesla stock after today. Musk sold the bulk of his shares on Tuesday and Wednesday, offloading 4.4 million shares, the filings show. He sold another 5.2 million shares on Thursday, after which he tweeted, "No further Tesla sales planned after today." Before we get into the news, make sure you like and subscribe. Tesla's share price plummeted 12% on Tuesday and has since inched up higher. The stock was up about 3.9% on Friday. On April 25, Twitter's board of directors accepted Musk's offer of $54.20 per share, or $44 billion, for total control of the company. It was the same price he named in his initial offer on April 14. Upon completion of the transaction, Twitter will become a private company. The deal still requires shareholder and regulatory approval. In order to fund the deal, Musk has promised to secure $25.5 billion of fully committed debt, including $12.5 billion in loans against his Tesla stock. Notably, Musk does not list any equity partners with which to share the cash burden. The Tesla CEO already owns a 9% stake in Twitter, valued at roughly $2.9 billion. Tesla's shares have lost around 20% of their value since Musk revealed his initial stake in Twitter, raising questions from investors about the unintended consequences for his electric car company. I think for Tesla shareholders, the Twitter news comes at a not ideal time because there's so many important targets and milestones for Tesla over the next 6, 9, 12 months, Wedbush Securities analyst Daniel Ives told The Verge. He cited the long-delayed Cybertruck, Tesla's new 4680 battery packs, the continued build-out of the gigafactories in Germany and Texas, and the recent reopening of the company's factory in China. Musk is Tesla's biggest shareholder, owning around 17% of the company's shares, or about 175 million shares in total. Musk has sold large batches of shares before. Last year, he sold 15 million shares, worth more than $16 billion, after polling his followers on Twitter. The carmaker's shares plunged 16% the following 2 trading days. Tesla has a famously volatile stock, but Tuesday's 12% drop was its worst daily decline since September 2020, when it lost around 21% of its value. Some investors, including Musk himself, have suggested that Tesla's share price is overvalued. The company's market cap has moved well beyond $1 trillion. Other analysts cited the splitting of Musk's attention as a potential downside of his Twitter offer. In addition to Tesla, Musk also serves as CEO of SpaceX, The Boring Company, and Neuralink. In its most recent quarterly earnings report, Tesla cites Musk splitting his time with his other companies as a potential risk factor. "We are highly dependent on the services of Elon Musk, Technoking of Tesla, and our chief executive officer," the company states. Although Mr. Musk spends significant time with Tesla and is highly active in our management, he does not devote his full time and attention to Tesla. In December 2017, Tesla stunned the automotive world when it revealed its second-generation Roadster, promising a 2.1-second acceleration time and even fly with the optional SpaceX rocket thruster package. Fast forward to today and the Tesla Roadster has made no public progress. Tesla has repeatedly delayed the project, and there have been no official updates on any major testing or development progress. In fact, at the recent Gigafactory opening in Texas, Tesla appeared to show off the same concept car it had at the 2017 reveal. Back in May 2018, the tiny Croatian company, Rimac, also stunned the automotive world when it unveiled its own electric supercar, the Concept 2, at the Geneva Motor Show. Fast forward to today and production of the Nevera, the production name for the concept, has begun, with Rimac now part of a 3-way supercar conglomerate with Bugatti and Porsche. Which begs the questions, where is the Tesla Roadster, and why is it taking so long? Building an all-new electric supercar is not easy, but Rimac has demonstrated it can be done. And Rimac was a much smaller company than Tesla, without the volume models like the Model 3, Model S and Model X to provide financial and technical support. Not that the Roadster hasn't been an income source for Tesla. When it unveiled the original concept in 2017, it immediately began taking US $50,000 deposits, a hefty 20% deposit for a car that will reportedly cost $250,000. Deposits are still being taken too, despite the lack of progress, and once you pay that second amount your order becomes final, even if it's likely you'll be waiting several more years at this stage to receive your car. In other words, Tesla has been able to get an interest-free loan from its customers for the past 4 years, but still hasn't been able to show any meaningful sign of progress of the Roadster in that time. Which is an interesting context to consider. Tesla CEO Elon Musk's recent comments to the Washington Post about the company's financial situation at the time the Roadster and Cybertruck were revealed, as the company was struggling to ramp up Model 3 production. "I mean, there wasn't any other way to make it work," Mr. Musk said in the interview. "There were 3 years of hell. 2017, 18 and 19 were 3 years, the longest period of excruciating pain in my life. There wasn't any other way. And we barely made it, and we were on the ragged edge of bankruptcy the entire time." Of course, it's not just a Roadster that's had an incredibly long gestation period. Tesla has earned a reputation for false starts with its vehicles, with both the Cybertruck and Semi still awaiting production after being shown off in November 2019. Part of the problem is Tesla's decision to run its car company in an unconventional way. For example, when a traditional car company shows off a concept car in public, it's often already been in development for several years, and the concept, usually similar but slightly different to its production form, is simply a way to generate excitement in the lead up to its impending launch. Tesla, seemingly, has chosen to show off its concept cars much earlier in the process of development, which means any delays are far more noticeable. This is something that has been exacerbated since the pandemic began, putting pressure on parts supply and the global supply chain. Originally, Tesla announced the Roadster would be on sale by 2020 and Cybertruck would hit showrooms, or stores as Tesla prefers to call them, by late 2021. On the plus side, Tesla showed off an updated, apparently closer to production version of the Cybertruck at its Gigafactory opening. Mr. Musk told the crowd that the Cybertruck would be one of multiple models arriving in 2023, saying, "This year is all about scaling up, and then next year there's going to be a massive wave of new products." The updated Cybertruck concept had some new features compared to the 2019 concept, with more conventional side mirrors, but no physical door handles. However, it also had some rather large and obvious problems, including what appeared to be miscolored doors on one side and some very large panel gaps. While it's easy for Tesla supporters to dismiss these issues as a consequence of it likely being a hand-built prototype, typically when car makers show off a hand-built concept car, it's meticulously built because they know it will be studied closely and they want to present the car in the best possible light. This is without even considering the fact that Ford has managed to announce, reveal, and put into showrooms the F-150 Lightning. General Motors is closing in on launching the GMC Hummer to the market, and the Rivian R1T is available to buy now. All of which increases the challenge of the Cybertruck to compete in a growing EV market. If Tesla had stuck to its original timeline, it would have been a segment leader. Instead, it's already playing catch-up. The fact the Cybertruck still looks so far from being production-ready despite Mr. Musk's insistence that it will launch in 2023 should be concerning for those who have paid their deposit and are awaiting delivery. But on the flip side, at least Tesla is seemingly making some progress on the Cybertruck because the lack of public movement on the Roadster is alarming. Assuming it somehow manages to enter production in 2023, that would be 6 years since its public unveiling, and with Tesla, that's a big assumption to make. Given the need for Tesla to, firstly, get production of the Model Y SUV up and running, and then prioritize the Cybertruck, would-be Roadster owners could be waiting several more years or longer. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe.